Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Man, We're Too Old for This, here on the Nerd Eternal Network. I'm your host, the experience that some call Jason, and with me today is...
CDL-113, the droid you've been looking for.
Nobody was looking for you. Nobody!
And we have the views to prove it. and also with me is...
The Todd Father. A little serious this time, shouting out Ahmaud Arbery and his family. Watched the video of his murder last night. Got me kind of screwed up. That's not normally pop culture, but we're tied to pop culture. You should watch that. It should piss you off. In the words of my favorite character from American Gods, Mr. Nancy, anger gets shit done.
Yep.
All right.
It's fucked up.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyway, today we're going to talk about parodies, or specifically our favorite parodies. And, this can be, comics, TV, movies, whatever. So, Todd, why don't you get us started?
All right, I'll start us off with Blazing Saddles.
A classic.
Mel Brooks' Blazing Saddles back in the 70s? I think that was the 70s. I was a little kid the first time I saw that.
Yeah.
Which raises all kind of questions as to why my parents would let me watch that. But anyway.
Forgot you were in the room, maybe.
Well, that was the thing. I had the benefit of being young enough that they would play things and figure, he ain't paying attention. I was so paying attention. Easily my favorite cowboy parody.
How many cowboy parodies have you seen?
A few.
Back in the late 60s, early 70s, they did several, spaghetti cowboy western parodies.
Yeah. I forgot the name of that one where a dude was like, and he's riding, he's standing tall in the saddle, and dude was actually like standing in the saddle. Yeah, there are several.
Okay.
None of them are very memorable though. Blazing Saddles is easily my favorite. As you guys know, I was bouncing back and forth as to which Mel Brooks movie I was going to use.
A lot of you better ones
decided
him.
Yeah, they are. But I decided to go with Blazing Saddles. That is easily my favorite, really, because to this day, a lot of people don't really get who the butt of that joke is.
Yeah.
It is horribly politically incorrect, and there's copious use of the N-word, but we ain't the motherfucking joke. They catch all them N-words, but most people don't catch the fact that everybody in Rockridge's last name is Johnson.
Yep, they all inbred.
But Cleavon Little, Gene Wilder, Mel Brooks himself, Harvey Korman. It's Hedley Lamar.
Harumph.
Yeah. His right-hand man, Taggart, who freakishly looks like an ex-boss of mine. It was real hard for me to work back when I worked at the D home. It was real hard for me to look at him. Well, I laughed my ass off because all I could see was Taggart.
Should have just called him Taggart.
Nope, I was not going to call the man Taggart. But yeah, that one's either my favorite, well, till the third act. The third act, when the fight spills out into the sound stage, it loses.
Yeah, I can remember watching it and not caring for that. Kind of like I didn't care for the end of, and this is kind of another parody, I guess, but, the end of Monty Python's Quest for the Holy Grail was kind of the same way.
Yeah.
It ends, basically, the police just show and arrest everybody. Which was how they ended a lot of the old TV series, or some of the old episodes of the TV series, so, it kind of worked, but...
Yeah.
But watching it the first time, not being familiar with that gag from the show, I was kind of like, what is this crap?
Yeah. And like I said, I went with that one. The minute you said the police arrested somebody, I was sitting there going, damn, why didn't I go the Naked Gun? That was what I couldn't remember from last week. It was the Naked Gun. That was what the hell I was going for. Yeah, I know, it's too fucking late. Shout out to Naked Gun. The Naked Gun got O.J. Simpson off because when they would say, no, he was acting. Have you ever seen the Naked Gun? No. Yeah. Nordberg ain't fooling. If Nordberg is the extent of his acting skill, yeah, you can give that shit up. You could damn near watch him read. Oh, no, Frank. I am going to the... Yeah. So that was mine.
Nothing else you want to tell us about Blazing Saddles?
I picked that one, and then I realized that, hell, I can't say half the shit from it.
Oh... That's
yeah,
that's a fair point. Like actually,
ain't like I can repeat a fucking joke.
The schnitzel.
Hell, even that's inappropriate as hell.
Yeah.
Did the Stop Sucking on My Elbow actually make it another film, or was that something they cut?
There's a version where that's in there, but yeah, most of the time they cut that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they cut that for the TV.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it's, Stop Sucking on My Elbow, and then you hear his pants unzip. And I won't say you hear the thump.
Yep, and you hear it go, oh!
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I know you got
She's going off
Twoo line.
Yeah, and that's the elbow.
Oh.
Yeah, it's true. That's Stop Sucking on My Elbow, dear. And then you hear the zip. Yeah. Yeah, but the only joke you can keep from that one is, lady, please, I'm not from Havana. And I'm pretty sure even that's right. So...
All right, then. Let's see. Who was going to go next?
I think you were.
Yeah, we'll go next. My choice is much less adult. It's just, long enough since I've seen it that I don't know that I'll be able to repeat jokes either. But anyway. Growing up, one of my favorite cartoons of all time was the Tick animated show. It's a superhero spoof. Well, anybody listening to this podcast probably knows who the Tick is. You've had the animated show. You've had 2 live action shows.
Yeah, that is right.
Both of which were pretty good. The first live action was super low budget and all, but
yeah, but it was Warburton.
You had old Warburton doing his voice or playing him.
Playing him, yeah. And also had my favorite line from that, as I was going around to second base, if you know what I mean.
Nope. Though I got to admit, the guy in the Amazon show does a really good job with the Tick too. Him and Warburton both really got the clueless aspect.
Yeah.
But,
and fun fact from the first TV show is the guy that plays Batman Wales, the same guy that plays the mayor in the Dark Knight series.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was
going to say that.
Yeah.
But, anyway.
Well, yeah.
Love the cartoon. I mean, from the opening scene of the first episode where he's at the hero convention with, I forget what it was called, but it's some sort of death trap, the greatest engine of destruction 1973 had to offer. Or 70, whatever. Which gets him assigned to the city. And then you run through and you've got your spoof characters. American Maid is a kind of...
Wonder Woman.
She's Wonder Woman, but a little more flag suit. But yeah, she's Wonder Woman. You got Batman Whale, who looks like a Batman knockoff, or not Batman Whale, Deflator Mouse.
Deflator Mouse.
Because they changed his name in the
TV show,
TV series,
live action. Yeah.
Truthfully, though, they changed in that first live action series. They changed everybody's name except the Tick and Arthur.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Deflator Mouse is the Batman knockoff. That's also a coward.
And a coward.
He just sort of stands on the rooftops and points the police in the correct direction. But talks like he is the shit.
Yep.
And let's be honest. Hell, the cartoon gave you the greatest villain of all time.
Chairface
The
Chippendale.
evil midnight. Hell no. The evil midnight bomber with bombs at midnight.
Yes, I could not find a picture of him, a good picture of him to put up, but yeah, that is probably my favorite episode. Period. So when they go to the superhero club, and Arthur can't get in because he's a sidekick, so he's out in the sidekick lounge. It keeps cutting to this evil guy calling himself the evil midnight bomber that's planning to blow the club up.
The evil midnight bomber with bombs at midnight.
Just for that effed up conversation that it's like he's repeating a conversation he's had with somebody. Yeah. And he said, "But are you evil enough, baby?" And I go, "Yeah, baby, yeah. Evil's all right with me." God, how many times have we sit around the comic shop quoting that?
Yep.
Quite a bit.
But it's based off a parody comic. But
yeah.
As a kid, I was into anything superheroes, and there weren't really any other superhero cartoons. This was on at the time. This was before, this was after Spider-Man and the Amazing Friends were gone, and Super Friends were gone, and several years before animated series or I should say Batman the animated series or the Spider-Man series started up,
or the X-Men.
Yeah, well, that was all around the same time. But yes, you're right. So it filled the superhero niche for me.
All of that was around the same time as the Tick.
No, I think they all started a few years later because I want to say I remember because we were in the second house where my folks live now. I think by the time Batman started up, and I was watching the Tick over at the first house. I remember.
Batman started in '92.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. Yeah, Batman started up. I didn't even know you guys.
Well, you didn't know it until like '99, so but yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, but that was back when my buddy Rico was still down here, because remember I tell the story about him, us watching Heart of Ice, and he teared up.
And he had something in his eye, yeah.
Yeah, and everybody's allergies kicked in.
But, another episode I really liked was the one where you had, the Tick and Arthur go down into the sewer with Sewer Urchin.
Oh, yeah.
And he was he was basically their spoof of Aquaman, but, they didn't live by the ocean, so he lived in the sewers. And, oh, crap. Who was the character who was the person he was actually spoofing? Woody Allen?
No, he was spoofing Rain Man. He was definitely doing this. Definitely. Yeah, he was like he was autistic.
But once you got him down in the sewer, he was, like, super competent, and,
Yep.
The giant crab, what was it, the wallet anglers.
Yeah.
It was like a deep sea fish, but instead of having a light on the end of its little tentacle, it had a wallet that it would flop out and then, snatch people.
Yep.
But that was when I would sit around and laugh at that. My dad would chuckle at that one because he's an old school Marvel zombie, so. I'm trying to think of another.
What was the one? Thrakazog?
Yes. The creature from the creature from was it Dimension 3B?
Yeah.
Because all the episodes of the Tick were always the Tick versus somebody. And that one was the Tick versus the common cold.
Yep. Because that was the one where you had the Tick made of snot.
Yep. Because he told the evil Arthur clone to go get a tissue sample from the Tick, and the whole episode Tick's fighting a cold. So when the clone goes in there and Tick's blowing his nose, he grabs that tissue. So.
Yep.
But
which one was where they?
Who's Saxon the Frog? Susan.
Well, now you're just doing it on purpose. What was that, Danny?
Which one was it when they were in space and they were going lint speed?
That sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
Because, you had all these devices that had, an infinity symbol on them. Oh, we've got those on our planet, too. We call them 8s.
Well, I don't think it ever popped up in the show, but in the comic, you had the infinity ball show up.
Yeah,
all
it was
an 8-ball turned sideways, yeah.
Yeah, it was in one of the comics, or in one of the cartoons.
Okay, they did wind up putting it in there.
Yeah, and Tick just reached out and touched it. Yeah, we have those on Earth, too. We call them 8s.
I think the only thing that didn't make it into the cartoon was the Hypno-Tie. I don't ever remember seeing the Hypno-Tie in the cartoon.
Maybe not.
No.
And Paul the Samurai didn't make it in.
No.
Even though he got a spin-off comic. And he was a samurai that fought with French He was a samurai that was also a baker and, fought with stale French loaves. But,
I almost went as Chairface Chippendale for Halloween.
Yeah, that was a nice villain. Tried to carve his name on the moon, but only got a few letters.
Yep.
And those letters were on the moon for the rest of the series.
Yep. Until their Galactus knockoff took a bite out of it.
Yep.
Their moon called hell.
Because Chairface Chippendale put a couple letters, and then Charles tried to take over, in later episodes and, finish it out as his name. And then when they were cleaning it up, they wound up blowing the ticket out into space, which is when he found the Galactus knockoff and brought him to Earth.
Yeah. I want to say Chairface Chippendale got C, H, and most of an A. I do remember. Give me a C about CC.
El Cid was also a pretty good villain.
Voiced by Ricardo Montalban.
Yep. I think he did a few characters basically spoofing himself. I want to say he was in Freakazoid too.
Yeah.
Oh, Freakazoid would have been another good choice. I will.
Like I said, you get them when we start talking about it. It's like, shit, I should have done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Tick is one that's always held a place in my heart. So
I bet you Danny's don't spin off nothing.
All right, Danny, what do we got?
I think my favorite parody has got to be Zorro the Gay Blade. Because it's a parody of all the the cool Zorro movies that they had done up to that, the classic Zorros.
Mm-hmm.
But it put a weird twist on it. The main actor in it is
George Hamilton.
George Hamilton.
We were just discussing him before we started filming.
Yeah, I know. It's why my mind went blank. But he plays Zorro. There is Don Diego Vega. And he ends up getting hurt. Well, his twin brother comes back.
Yep.
His twin brother Ramon. But he's been away. His father sent him away to make a man out of him. And he comes back as Bunny Wigglesworth. And, his twin brother is gay. Well, he gets his brother to fill in for him as Zorro, while he's rehabilitating.
Just as a point of order, do they ever say the brother's gay, or do you just assume that?
No, you just assume it.
Yeah, you just assume it. But, yeah, it's heavily, hinted by everything he says and does.
Including the title.
Yeah.
But that is back when gay also meant happy.
Yeah. But you've got, the original Zorro only wore black. Well, brother...
That's a point of order. Neither of them was the original Zorro. Their father had just died.
Their father,
the father was the original. But when the twin brother takes over, he thinks, it's too depressing. So he starts coming in, and each costume
is too drab.
Color. He has a whole, you even have one line from the bad guy asking, okay, we've got such a, 2 fruits, a vegetable, a flower. It's...
Well, because they were describing, was the costume red like a rose, or red like a tomato, or whatever. Or red like an apple, I forget exactly what it was. But I have not seen that show since I was that movie since I was a wee little thing.
Yeah, because that was the thing, was Call Day was basically going, what was, as soon as they come in, what was he wearing? It was red. Red like a radish or red like a rose?
Like a rose.
Aha! Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of them just, over the top.
It was just dumb. Yeah, it was just dumb.
The first time I saw it, I absolutely loved it. And the second time I saw it, I was over at my grandparents', who at the time still had a black and white TV.
Oh.
And I was so disappointed. It's like, I've seen this before, but with the black and white, all his costumes look right. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
In all the cases, I was too young to be too young to really pick up on the subtext of the title and stuff.
Yeah, like when Bunny's talking about being in a ship full of seamen, I was like, then I ain't get it. Oh, there's a bunch of sailors. Now it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got you.
But it was just one of those. It was funny, and then you had, like they say, as a kid, you watch it. It's just a funny Zorro movie.
As a kid, Bunny was my favorite one because he used a whip. I like characters that used whips. That's like Indiana Jones. He used a whip. Nice. He didn't get none of that joke.
No, it wasn't until like the 90s when I had it. I bought it on video cassette, real cheap, and I rewatched it. Oh, as an adult, man, I just sat and giggled even harder because it was like I caught all.
Well, you got old enough to catch all the jokes that little kid just looked like. Okay.
It was one of those movies that hit different age groups in different ways.
Yep. Yeah.
It's like some of the old Looney Tunes where there's adult jokes the adults get. I mean, not as an adult as some stuff, but where kids get it at a certain level, but then you still had jokes in there that would were funny for the adults.
Yeah. Well, when you think about the old Bugs Bunny cartoons and stuff like that, they were made to put in at movie theaters as little shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To kill time.
So they had to appeal to everybody.
They had to appeal to
they were aimed mostly at the kids, but they made sure to put enough stuff in there that parents wouldn't be bored.
Yeah.
Which is why you got folks our age or folks my uncle's age that will still sit down and watch Looney Tunes.
Yeah. Well, not anymore. It's hard as hell to find a Looney Tune now.
Yeah, no, that is true.
I think. Well, what's that new HBO that's coming? Max, or is it called HBO Max? That streaming service is getting ready to drop. All the Looney Tunes are supposed to be on there.
Oh, nice.
Which is the only thing that's got me tempted to get it.
And you can find a few on YouTube. I've watched the Bugs Bunny one with Dracula that I like so much. The Hocus Pocus.
The Pocus Cadabra.
Yep.
Yeah. Pocus Cadabra. Abracapocus.
All right. We're getting way off of Zorro, though.
Thank God.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Anything else you want to mention? Like I said, I know I watched it as a kid and loved it, and really didn't catch all those jokes until I knew you guys and y'all were talking about it. Because, I was still little the last time I'd seen it. I couldn't remember the title of the movie. I just knew it was the Zorro where he had his brother with the bright colors.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to say the last time I saw that movie, I was in junior high. But like I said, me and a buddy of mine, we sit out there and shoot basketball, be quote. Because, it's funny as shit. It's probably offensive as hell now. It's funny as shit.
Well, it's like people wonder if Mel Brooks could have done Blazing Saddles, modern day.
No.
Oh, Mel Brooks, they caught hell when they did that. The producers.
Mm-hmm.
Was that when they redid it? They caught hell for some of the stuff in it, and that was tame compared to some of the stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because you had that scene with Will Ferrell where he was, was pitching his idea, and it was something Hitler.
Hitler in Springtime. Well,
or something. Yeah, it's Springtime for Hitler.
Yeah, Springtime for Hitler.
That's the whole thing in that movie is they were trying to make the worst damn play they could come up with, and they were like, this is horrible.
And it was a hit. And then they just kept making, horrible ones, and they kept making money. Because even Mel Brooks has a cameo in it, like, oh, thanks. Oh, crap.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole point to the producers is they were con men. It was like, when they got caught up, it was like, well, we'll come up with the most offensive, disgusting play we can imagine, and everybody will hate it. And they made it, and everybody loved it.
Yeah.
Spike Lee basically uses that same storyline for the movie Bamboozled.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah. Because that was Damon's whole point, was he was trying to make the most offensive show to prove a point, and it was a hit.
And then it got good to him because he was making money again.
Yep.
Okay, I think I vaguely remember seeing part of that one.
Yeah. Yeah, once it gave him the career that he actually wanted, yeah, he went on and ran with it. But yeah, he created Man-Tan, the New Age minstrel show.
You know, come to think of it, it may have been over at your house that I saw part of this, now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I watched it at a buddy's house that I used to work with. We'd pick a movie or whatnot. Some days watch it, and other days we'd play RPG games. But we watched that one day at his house. I was rolling.
So just briefly to wrap up, just quickly run through a few other, and we've already kind of mentioned several, but are there any other parodies that you would like to give like an honorable mention to?
Dead and Loving It.
Dracula Dead and Loving It?
Yeah, Dracula Dead and Loving It.
I thought that one was okay. I enjoyed it, but I don't know if it would be.
Yeah, the trick with Dracula Dead and Loving It, there's one scene that I like. Oh my God, man! Did you just eat an insect right off the ground? Yeah.
No.
That part I like. The rest of the movie, well, that and Dracula's night, his daymare.
Yeah.
I was eating wine and drinking chicken. I was drinking wine and eating chicken. Mel Brooks, I could have easily gone Spaceballs or History of the World Part 1.
Oh, Piss Boy.
Yeah.
History of the World I really like. I regret that we never got Part 2.
Oh, you really wanted to see Jews in space?
Maybe. But let's see, what would be one for me?
What was messed up is as a kid, I thought Spaceballs was. When I first heard about Spaceballs, I was like, ooh, they're finally doing History of the World Part 2.
Nice.
I got a parody set for you, Machete.
Yeah, is that a parody or is that just a B movie?
Yeah, I think that's just a B movie.
Well,
it's a parody,
of all the B movies. He's it's a parody of all those B movies where you had the grindhouse kind of stuff.
Yeah, that was more of an homage and a parody. Because if you go,
I don't know, because it's based off the little skit, and the skit was definitely meant to be a parody. So I'll give that one to Danny.
Mm.
That's the host.
To me, that's about like saying Kill Bill's a parody. No, it's an homage.
But another one that I now think about, I think I watched with you over at your spot was Fear of a Black Hat. I thought that movie was hilarious.
Yeah. Fear of a Black Hat is.
It's
people saw CB4. Fear of a Black Hat was the one that was funny as hell. Yeah.
But yeah, I can remember.
I've forgotten about that.
Cackling at that one. Poor Vanilla Sherbert. Though my favorite joke is still it's still the running gag about what happened to their manager.
Yep. Yeah, remember we went? No, man, I don't remember none of that.
We were in Detroit. No, he was on the ground. He was begging. No, man, we were in Detroit.
No, man, we're in Detroit. The messed up thing is how we will still quote that one from time to time. No, man, I was in Detroit. I thought the first, what was that one? A Haunted House? Uh-huh. Remember the Wayans brothers did it after they lost the Scary Movie thing because they did 2 of them? I think it's called A Haunted House.
Yeah, I saw the first one. It was decent.
Yeah.
It was spoofing Paranormal Activity mostly.
Yeah, remember we saw that one in, we went to the movies to see that one after we came back from D.C.
Was that when that was? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because we saw 2 movies when we came back. It was, A Haunted House and Gangster Squad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which one has Uncle Ray Ray in it?
No, that was the second Scary Movie.
That was the second Scary Movie.
Second Scary Movie. Okay.
Yeah, that was the one where Uncle Ray Ray banged clown.
Yep.
Yeah, the first 2 Scary Movies would deserve an honorable mention. A Haunted House.
Yeah.
I never did watch any of the Scary Movies once the Wayans sold it.
I saw one of them. They wasn't worth it. They went into the toilet.
The superhero movie I never went and saw, which was the company that bought Scary Movie doing the same thing just with superhero movies.
Yep. Because you had superhero movie, you had dance movie, making fun of
all the dance stuff.
You got Serve kind of stuff, yeah. Yeah, they're garbage. I tend to like my parodies. I like the older stuff, most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, we feel surprised every now and then with one, but yeah. All right, well, I guess that about wraps us up.
Oh, I was about to go. I was about to say, anybody remember Top Secret?
Yes.
I've never seen it.
My God, really?
I've always heard good things about it in some kind of way. I've never caught it.
Top Secret is hilarious. Yeah.
You will sit there and watch that movie going, how the heck did they get away with putting that in the movie?
It's not horribly.
Not compared to, like, Blazing Saddles.
Hell no.
I guess that's kind of the pinnacle.
Not compared to Zorro the Gay Blade. It was tame even for back then.
All right, I guess
matter of fact,
we probably do
show that one out even. Okay.
But so anyway, that's pretty much the show for today. Let us know in the comments if you have some favorite parody that, some kind of way we didn't mention or that you thought would have deserved an honorable mention. As always, like, subscribe, tell your friends about us.
Send all the hate mail to Danny.
Thanks, Todd.
Yeah, I try.
But so was there anything else? Like, subscribe? I guess that's about it for today.
Like, subscribe, share, send Danny hate mail. Yeah, I think that's everything.
Is it too early to announce we may be doing something new?
Well, since you just said it, no.
Well, yeah, it might have been, but that cat's already out of the bag.
All right.
So.
No. We'll just cut it there. We're planning something new, maybe showing up here in a little bit. We won't pin ourselves down, though. So anyway, I've been your host for the day, the experienced some call Jason, and with me has been...
CDL 113, the droid you're looking for.
And the Todd Father. Back out in the gazebo of solitude on the recumbent bike of pain.
And we will see you next time.
Peace.